What makes you sad always? Seeing my friends upset. I really value the relationships I have with my friends, so it makes me sad when I can't do much to help them out of their situation. I've learned that the best thing you can do in these situations is to at least be there. Leaves from the vine. School. Leaves from vines, falling so slow. It's my health problems. I keep having new health problems every now and then. It's actually really worrying and affects my mental health, but I can't do anything but keep getting treatments. Watching Pikachu cry in the Pokemon movie. Watching a middle-aged guy dribble a slightly deflated basketball because yes, just trying to recapture his youth and get back into shape. Karen Carpenter's voice. My bank account balance. Also, bills. Killing puppies frown. Existence. Remembering that pets do not live forever. And that I will have to watch each of my pets die, unless it has to experience my death. Same with people I love, but with pets it's more tangible. Thinking about life. Thinking about how privileged I am and how I don't have the heart to do something because of my own problems. In reality it's more or less just taking care of yourself, but to me it's like you're denying others a chance at what you have. There is not a Chris Evans that loves me for who I am. Dr. Cox's breakdown when he lost all his patients in Scrubs. To see such defeat on a man who cared so much really cut close to the heart. Looking at couples kissing or cuddling while being single. For me, it's like, I want it too. Losing friends. That some kids die of starvation. Thinking that everyone is going to die. The feeling that you've fucked up. But you don't know how. A tribute to Minecraft. Not trying to get political or anything, but just these constant wars that continue going on. The third world countries that get bombed and the kids that suffer there, it always gets me really sad. The idea I might not be able to help my friends if they need it. Older people eating out alone, gets me every time. Anything involving Robin Williams. Me, well, I guess I'm going to bed. Wife, okay. I'm going to stay up and finish watching this Hallmark movie that I've seen 20 times already. Right now, sitting alone doing nothing for 5 minutes at max. My brother passed away in a car accident 3 weeks ago. It gives me depression quickly. My current situation. Waking up in pain in the middle of the night cause of my back acne. That billions of people are being horribly hurt by other people daily and will never have the chance to live the life I live, as a middle-class American, and there's really nothing I can do about it. That scene in the end of American Sniper with the guy in the wheelchair during the ceremonial drive always gets me. Caesar Zeppeli's death. Whenever I have to sneeze and it goes away. Waking up. Knowing that everyone I know will die someday. My own death isn't really a concern to me. I'll be gone, so it's not like I'll feel a thing. The deaths of those I care about, on the other hand, that'll be hard to deal with. Seeing street dogs and cats. That the Chinese government got away with the Tiananmen Square massacre. The military beat, shot and ran over the students' bodies until they looked like hamburger meat. Then they hosed the remains down the sewers and made the streets look like nothing happened within a matter of days. A parody of the song Heathens called Bearded, I think. I don't know why. Life. Knowing that my friends will never know how much I appreciate them. My social anxiety. Talking with friends is a challenge. Talking with family is a challenge. Going to the fucking drive-thru is a challenge. I can't meet new people, I always compare myself to others and I'm very critical of myself. I'm ashamed of who I am. Animal abuse. The phrase "what if it was all a dream?" It makes me wanna cry. Thinking about my ex. We split because she was going through some mental health issues, and I didn't know. If I would still have her. Leaves from the Vine. Voice actor of Uncle Ira was in his deathbed while singing it, and his crying in the show was actually him crying. Makes me sad just thinking about it. Remembering my grandpa. The opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Hearing about dogs being neglected or abused. Thinking of my 79-year-old quadriplegic mother. I look at my middle school yearbook and all the memories I've had. I used to know everyone and they liked me, I think. It just reminds me how I have no one nowadays. I also saw Legend of Korra when it was coming out, and the soundtrack is probably one of the most impactful parts of the show that has stuck with me. I'll listen to Greatest Change whenever and it makes me feel so sad. I also look at previous messages between a few of my friends that I talk to or have talked to and I reminisce quite a bit. It's hard knowing that you'll never have a similar relationship like that again. I haven't had a real girlfriend and that I never get hugs. Disappointed face. The fact that I haven't been happy since teenage, and how things have gotten so worse. I would kill my old self so at least he doesn't have to go through all this. Kind of more annoying than sad, but when I have friends over and they ask if I have any good movies to watch and I do, but literally none of my friends like any of the movies I watch. Frown. The gift of animals upon this world. Oh, this is the sad thread. Cosmic horror. Thinking about my dog Cornelius. He had to be put down last year due to a medical condition. It makes me sad every time I think of him because I miss him and feel like such a horrible mom that I had to put him down. When I see someone I love suffer and can't take their pain away. Your lie in April. Whenever I see a homeless person on the side of the road, I'm tough as nails, but seeing those people knowing that could very well me just really hits me for some reason. Any kind of animal being hurt or tortured makes me sad and angry. My age. While 70 is a milestone, I miss the days of youth. I miss my vigor and energy. I wake up sad some days because I know my days on this earth are dwindling. I wish I had done more in life even though my accomplishments in my career were satisfying. I wish we had had more children. At the same time, I'm glad to be retired, even with the meager pensions we have now. And after 50 years of marriage, I'm glad to spend my final years with my best friend and lover. I'm sad there's just so little time left. The fact that I am born as a male. Marley and me. Crowds/people and how much oblivious I am to their feelings and understanding them. It's mainly because how I view the world. No matter how hard I try, I always feel sad when I'm around people. It takes shitload amount of energy and patience to be around people and I just don't have it in me. Most of the time when I am around people I just feel alone and lonelier than I do being actually alone. I feel like I just couldn't care less about them. I mean, how can I feel anything for them when I don't understand myself and my feelings in the first place? Or maybe it's because I have just buried all of my feelings of hurt, anger and pain so deep that I have grown numb to it. Seeing my GF or family/friends genuinely sad. Seeing a picture of my mother normally puts a tear in my eye. Thinking of a couple times I once emotionally hurt my mother makes me tear up. She passed out in 2015 from a brain tumor whilst I was in school. Rest in peace. Thinking about my grandma. She passed away from ovarian cancer in 2012, 2 days before my birthday. She was my bestest friend. We would always go out shopping together at Goodwill every Friday when I got out of school. She would buy so many beautiful antiques that nobody wanted, old clothes that somehow she made look good, and at the end of the day we would get ice cream cones from McDonald's. We also would walk for hours on end around our neighborhood talking about everything and nothing while giving me subtle wisdom about the world. She taught me how to cook, how to sew. She traveled the world in her younger days, making friends that would call her every day. When she was near death, I visited her one last time. She looked so worn out and weak, she could barely lift her head to look at me, but she tried her hardest to tell me I love you. My life changed for the worse when I was told my grandma passed away. I was the first time I saw my mom cry. After that I was just drowning in depression. I didn't talk to anyone, I yelled and lashed out at anyone. I essentially became a robot, got to school, eat, sleep, repeat. I'm better these days but still emotionally scarred. Sorry for the long rant, it kinda helped that I got this off my chest. Thinking about my ex. crazy how something can be everything one day and nothing the next. That being said, I do my absolute best to not think about her, continue to be the best man I can be. Thinking about all the times I've unintentionally hurt people, especially the people I love. My last relationship, always thought he was the guy I'm gonna marry one day. Apparently he didn't feel the same about me.